Hey, welcome back, coaches, athletes, football players, sports fans, um, anybody, aspiring coaches, young coaches, experienced coaches. I hope I'm hitting it for everybody. Same with players, watch this, learn a little bit, maybe take some ideas and work on it on your own time with some of this. So, again, Coach Michael Fields, Instagram, Coach Michael Fields is my Instagram handle. Find me on Twitter, Michael K. Fields, and you can always shoot me an email, coachmichaelfields@gmail.com. Episode 5 of drills. We're talking positional work, group work, team, endies, or not endies, but individual positions, I guess. Tackling system, player drills, basically. Finishing up episode 5, we got LBs and DBs, so linebackers, defensive backs, and I'm going to throw in a bonus team drill that can be used at the start of practice or be used at the end of practice. It's a little bit of a conditioner, but it's a great drill that I think every team, if you're, I'm an old defensive coordinator, linebacker coach, I'm a big fan on, working defense and making plays and not letting the other team score, right? That's our job. So let's get started. We've done our EDDs, we've done our indie work. Now this is our group work where, typically our linebackers and our DBs are going to come together for group work. And linebackers, when we're in position, or positional work, we're probably going to be doing a lot of read and fill. I call it scrape and fill, read and fill, whatever terminology you use in your defense. This is where I'm probably going to set cones out for A, B, C, D gaps. I might use agility bags. It makes a little better hole. Don't get kicked over as easily. And I'm just going to have a runner, a defender start here and a runner start, and the 3 or 4 holes are to my left. And I'm going to give him a number. I'm going to be behind the defender. I'm going to give that offensive guy a number, and he's going to start jogging. Then he's going to cut to one of the holes, and my linebacker is going to scrape across or read. And then as soon as he comes forward, he gets downhill, goes and hits. We usually do it to thud. We don't want to go all the way to the ground and hurt guys. But drive for 5, that whole idea, right? So read and fill. Then we'll kind of add to that what I call defeat and fill. Now I'm going to put a lead blocker in there, and I might have that lead blocker, a guy in each one of those holes maybe, or kind of a fullback, running back combo to where the first guy is a lead blocker. And this is a defeat and fill, so now he's got to read, defeat the block, right, attacking that half man, get rid of him. We've probably worked that in our EDDs, but now we're putting it live with movement, and then he's got to go get to a runner. Okay, so this is just a great way to work on defeating that, lineman coming at you, that lead block, that fullback, H-back, whatever, getting through him, going to make a play on the running back. Okay, then we have a key read, or a read fill type of thing. So now I might set up kind of a skelly guard, so I'm going to put 2 guys as guards, and I'm going to give them like a straight on, a down block, or a pull, kind of a hand signal behind my linebacker. And I might even have 2 or all 3, depending on what system I run, or all 4, depending on if I'm a 5-2, a 3-4, 4-3 defense. And I'm going to have agility bags for this, cones maybe if we don't have it, maybe the tape, right? The tape, with the center, guards, tackles, ends on it. And we're just going to give them a thing so they start reading and keying the guards. Typically I always teach, especially inside linebackers, they're going to key guards to back through the quarterback, right? Because we've got to see if he's pass or not, but we probably have keyed that on the guards already. And so I always teach key the guards. Does he have a soft hand? Does he lift a pull right away? Does he, down block right away? Is he dropping into a pass block so that we can get our reads, get our key, and then make our play as a linebacker? Okay, DBs, probably at the same time these guys are working that, our DBs are going to work pass drop. Now we're positional, we're not just individual, we're working, we got our 2 safeties, we got our corners, nickel package, dime package, whatever you work on, and we're going to work drop into our zone or staying man, right? So we're going to work on both of those, dropping in our zones, going man, go through our different coverages. We got cover 1, 2, 3, 4, we're playing quarters, thirds, half, man, 0, whatever we got. Make sure we work all of our different drops so that we just get used to our bodies getting to that spot And I like to have a couple, 2, 3 coaches maybe just throwing a ball to a spot so they get to their spot, you know, and they shouldn't be sitting still, right? Their feet should keep moving, and then they see ball break on it and make that pick, right? Or knock it down, get used to that ball coming after a while. Same thing if we're man, maybe even line up, you know, our other DBs as receivers, put them in some routes, and that way, you know, we're in zone, they're trying to hit the seam, how do we squeeze down on that seam? Okay. Then we're probably coming together and we'll do 7-on-7 or skelly, if you know, depending on how many linebackers you have, how many DBs, it may not be 7-on-7, and we're just, you know, working pass and then, you know, throwing a run every once in a while. That way they're not just always going pass. So we're going to do some 7-on-7 or some skelly work. Okay, so that's kind of our linebackers, DBs. Now, as I promised, kind of got the bonus drill here. This is something that every coach should be doing. Should start at the youth level, should continue through middle school, use it at high school. I actually stole this from the university I teach at. Their practice field was outside my window. Saw them running it one day. You can run it at the start, end, middle of practice. It's a little bit of a conditioner, but it's a pursuit drill. So everybody should have a pursue angle drill, right? And you can call it a lot of things. You might, you know, you might run it as a group. So I've done this at the youth level where I just took a cone and kind of made a number 5 like this, and then out here I had a guy with a bag. Okay, basically on a call or a whistle, the 5 defenders that are right here do an up down, and then they're pursuing to make a tackle, right, with a good angle. So this is hit the ground, boom. Coaches can stand here with a shield, make these guys fight through it. So that's one way to do it, is just, again, pursuit, angle. You know, these are D linemen, these are linebackers, these are DBs typically. That way, you know, and you can drop them a little further back if you want. Or if we really want to get to it, we're going to set up our defense. Okay, so I'm just going to show the 3-4 I used to run. So I got my TNT here. I got my Sam, I got my edge, got my got my corner, where am I at here? Okay, then I got my Mike, my Will, my Strong, and my Free. So now I can do this a couple different ways. The way I showed with the 5 guys, a lot of times they're going to hold a bag, those guys are, and we're just going to move a little bit. We can do the same thing, but now we would need 11 of them. Or we may have just cones down the field here, every so many yards, and, you know, a couple spots in the back for these guys. And again, we're going to snap the ball, simulate a snap somehow, have them get to their gap, right? So we're going to work on, you know, in this defense, when they slant, they're going to get to their gap, and then they got to get to their cone. We may put a guy here who then runs, and then they all have to pursue. So they get to their gap, start there, then boom, they have to run, kind of a rabbit drill along the sideline. So that's your bonus drill, your team drill. Should have some version of this. We used to do the old school thing where we, you know, had this guy run and just one guy here, turn and run. We don't really want that 25-yard go smash, and we're not tackling this guy. We're just going to get there, maybe tag his hip, maybe give him a little love, let him know we're there so that we can kind of simulate what a tackle would be, but we don't want to hurt our guys. We don't want to just slam them, you know, 25, 30-yard sprint and body somebody and take them out. So that's your bonus drill. Everybody should definitely have a pursuit angle drill. If you want more information on that, I've got it drawn up a couple different ways. I've run it several different ways throughout the years. If you got tackle wheels, you know, line them up on the sideline, roll that as the guys get close. Just anything to make sure we can turn, get across field, and make a good angle. You don't want to see your team clustered together. You want to see them spread out. So if this guy misses, I'm there. And as we know, a good angle will make a good tackle at any time. So again, Coach Michael Fields. Find me on Instagram, Twitter. Email me at coachmichaelfields@gmail.com. I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Looking forward to the next one. Thank you.